Three wide. Good morning, roll gang, and welcome on in to a fresh episode of the Weekday Wake and Bake. I am so fucking enthused to have two co-hosts, the two most important women in my world, in the world. My mother, Dana Sky Soul Yoga Master, and the beautiful Miss Rachel, co-host of the Weekday Wake and Bake every weekday morning. And we're gonna smoke up one and chop it up about some pop culture. Let's go.
Fun.
Pop culture
I'm
news.
excited.
Let's go. How you doing this morning, Mama?
I'm good. Surprisingly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So hyped to have you. Flew in at what? Midnight last night.
Midnight, 3 a.m. my time.
What a warrior.
My goodness. But I feel great. They create the most amazing, cozy space for me. I love it. And the best coffee on the planet Earth right here.
I know, right? I say every time on the
Cheers.
show, I'm always like, cheers with the coffee from the best barista. Yeah.
Oh my
Yes.
God. If you're ever thinking about being a host, it's worth it.
Even for the free coffee.
Cheers. Yeah, we got some Cameroonian coffee, some Californian cannabis, and 2 dimes for my co-hosts this morning. So fucking excited to dive on into the latest and greatest in pot culture news here on this Pot Culture Friday. With the 2 goats, we're gonna run this shit. But first, gotta get this baby started officially. The new episode of the Weekday Wake and Bake, brought to you this morning by an elevated, enhanced yoga experience on the islands in Florida, in Holmes Beach, Florida. Sky Soul Yoga is the brand, the way, and the flow, if you know what I mean. My mom, she teaches these yoga classes that not only really connect your mind with your body, but also the groups of people that she has there are so amazing. You get to connect with other people as they're connecting their mind and their body. Unbelievable calibrational experience over at Sky Soul Yoga. Gotta give a follow to at Sky Soul Yoga on Instagram
And Facebook.
Yo, shout out FB. And then also we've got some other sponsors of the show, Rachel.
Yeah, as always, so WWnB University, the very first cannabis college. A great place to go get your cannabis knowledge. If you're looking to join the budding industry, you can use that promo code Rolling Spoon, one word, for 10% off of your tuition. And then, of course, the handy-dandy cannabis multi-tool, the Rolling Spoon, helps you seal the deal and roll a dime every single time.
Every time. We about to roll one up on the show this morning. But first, Mom, would you mind giving us a little update on your latest yoga, what is it called? Your latest ventures. That's the word.
Sure. So we launched early December the Sky Soul Yoga program. We're doing it at the Waterline Resort, which is the marina right in the middle of Anna Maria Island.
Unbelievable
Just
scene.
a glorious
beautiful.
spot. It's we're sitting right on the water, but it's a nice solid space. So people that really want to have a solid foundational practice, your feet are on solid ground. I love practicing yoga on the beach, but the way that we practice is requires you to be able to put your hands and feet on the ground a little bit more structured so that there's less risk of injury. I'm a bit of a stickler for making sure nobody gets hurt.
That's important.
Yeah, so we have some power classes that are more fitness based, and then we have smooth, slow flow class. It's a lot of fun, just working on understanding the postures and how it benefits your body. And then working with some people on some privates, which is really fun. Different people with different mobility issues or whatever. I mean, I'm open to it all. I got the most wonderful training, advanced training at Hartwood Institute out there. It's further east in Bradenton. And now, starting when I get back from this trip, I'll be working with the campers up at the center on Anna Maria Island. There's a whole bunch of kids from kindergarten through high school.
No way.
It's for the summer, so there's a Discovery Arts Camp where we'll probably be a little more artistic and do a deeper dive into some of the philosophies of yoga. And then there's a sports camp where we will challenge the athletes to see how they can navigate some pretty complicated poses.
Some power yoga for the sports camp.
Yeah.
That sounds like so much fucking
So I'm
fun.
really excited about it because the sports kids, they're like, yoga.
I was gonna say they're probably gonna think that they could do it so easily, and they're gonna be the ones falling over.
Fact.
So anyway, I'm really, really excited about it. So we're keeping busy on the island, that's for sure. Lots to do for vacationers, but also a beautiful community we're starting to build of regular practice. I'm thrilled to finally just pull the trigger and decided to get going with my own gig. So very fun.
So fun. So rewarding. I absolutely love it for you. Rachel, have you practiced yoga before?
I did like a couple before. They were just little YouTube videos and following that. And then I remember doing a phone yoga with you one time.
Yeah.
But other than that, I really haven't done too much, but I would love to. And I think we have the perfect teacher, so.
Yeah,
We
the ultimate.
definitely, yeah.
I can't wait. I have not been to Florida since you started teaching at the Waterline. This shit, y'all, if y'all are ever in the west coast of Florida area, if that's where you find yourself, this is honestly the curriculum that will bring solace to your soul. And honestly, it's all about the community and just taking a moment to reset. And there's no better place to do it than by the water. There's something about the natural sound that nobody could ever stop. No matter how desperate you try, you could never sit next to the water and not hear the natural flow.
Yeah.
So just
smell it. You can smell it.
Yep.
It's so neat.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yep. Succumbing to the flow at Sky Soul Yoga. So fucking excited for that venture. Rachel and I definitely gonna come through. We'll do like an episode where we do some yoga. Would be fun. Set up the camera in the corner.
Yeah, I would
have all the road
absolutely love
gangsters
that.
do some yoga poses with us. But yeah, super excited. We have a quick little 2-pack, 3-pack of stories for Pot Culture Friday, while we smoke up some pot and dive on into some pop culture. So what's the first news story we have to talk about this morning, Rachel?
Well, for our first story today, for pop culture, we're going to be talking about Selena Gomez and her new way of trying to get a date. So,
I came in with my ex like Selena.
Yeah. So she was at a soccer game last night and was screaming from the sidelines that she's single. And she gave a reporter the excuse that athletes are the only ones trying to hit a goal. So I was like, you know what? I actually really like her mindset of it. Because, I mean, imagine being Selena Gomez. People absolutely love and obsess over her. I can't even imagine all of the, kind of creepy people that are trying to get her. So, I mean, athletes are really the ones that are hitting goals. So,
so
it was really funny.
She picked the athletes. Mm-hmm. That's funny as
She's
fuck.
just on the sideline saying, I'm single.
Yeah.
That's a riot.
Yeah, it's pretty funny.
Hyped to hear she shot her shot, huh?
Yeah.
You know Selena Gomez?
Yeah, I know who she is.
Yeah, she dated Justin Bieber for a while.
Yeah.
Not so much of an athlete.
I don't know. He's got some moves.
Dance moves for days, but looks like Selena's trying to shoot a new shot over at a soccer game. Was it like a professional game, I guess?
It looked more like just a practice type of thing. It really wasn't a professional one.
I bet she had her eye on an athlete when she was doing that.
That's what I was thinking.
She had a goal in mind herself.
That's fucking funny. Yeah, really great story. I love that one. Selena Gomez shooting her own shot at the soccer match. Not necessarily a shot on goal either. But, yeah, I hope she finds a nice lover. Because everyone deserves to find their lover. But what's the next piece we got running this Pop Culture Friday?
The next piece of news that we have today is about Las Vegas and apparently a UFO falling in somebody's backyard. And then they saw figures coming out of it, so they called 911. Apparently they got some of it on body cam from
Holy
the cops
shit.
and stuff, and people all over are going crazy about it. And then all the other stuff that's happening in the world right now, conspiracy theorists are just taking a hold of it and running with it.
Literally.
So I don't know if that was true or not, or if they might have just been smoking a really good strain from a dispensary or what. But they say that the UFO fell, the creatures came out of it, disappeared and everything, so who knows?
In Las Vegas.
They said they were like 8 feet tall or something.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
You
my
know?
coworkers were talking about it yesterday and everything.
Yo.
I mean, I don't know, but
Holy shit.
who
Do you
knows?
believe in aliens?
Exactly. Who knows?
Do I believe in aliens? I don't know. Only sometimes you and I have these conversations where we talk about life in other places and we're being looked at from a big magnifying glass. But you know what? My mind is open to everything. So I never say never, ever. But that's pretty wild. I'd like to see those body cams.
I know, me too. I want to
Yeah.
look them up.
Yeah. Yo, we need to. I personally, I'm convinced aliens are real. You know, I'm not really that surprised at all. My ego isn't big enough to think that we're the only ones in existence. We're the only planet. We're the only timeline, you know? So whether they are aliens from different solar systems or just future humans that learned how to go back in time, I do believe that they caught some real shit here in Las Vegas. There's just so much, like Area 15 or Area 51 is right down the road, you know, the number one most active alien grounds in the world, you know?
Yeah.
And, you know, if there was a place for aliens to show up, it'd probably be here. So,
That's
fucking
so funny.
crazy to think
Yeah.
about.
Imagine just walking down the strip at like 2 a.m. and all of a sudden an alien just walks by.
An 8-foot tall alien.
Yeah,
An 8
right.
foot.
While
It's
we're
like,
eating our Raising Cane's.
What's up?
Want some chicken?
So fucking classic.
You did not just do that. What's
Yeah. That's them. It'd be classic. Yo, but honestly, a little scary news. However you want to look at it, there's alien sightings been going on everywhere. There's that Russian whistleblower. But yeah, gotta look up on Google this body cam footage of these aliens in Vegas. That's some some crazy shit right there.
Pretty crazy.
Heck yeah, we got one more piece or... Yeah.
Well, me, if you want to talk about
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, some
I'd love
yoga news, but before we get on into it, quick shout out the Rolling Spoon Cannabis Multi-Tool and Oaksterdam University, both helping you to gain your cannabis knowledge. Use promo code Rolling Spoon to get 10% off your tuition over at Oaksterdam and claim your stake in this budding industry today. So we have some So we have some elephantine yoga news, some
Yeah.
massive yoga news.
But wait, before we do that, when you went over to Oaksterdam, they're live again too, right? You don't have to go online. You can actually study there.
You can.
Because
online or in person.
Yeah, we went. Sam, of course, was there for a chunk of time, and I went to see him, and it is quite a place. It's all there, everything that you need to learn about cannabis. So, I know Rachel just attended an online program, and this is where it's at, like I remember when Sam got into the industries, like I'm missing really important time, and so I think there's a lot of people that watch this show that are very interested in the industry, and if you want to take a little deeper dive, you should check it out. And if you have it in you to get to Oakland and go check out the school, it's pretty cool there.
It's mega.
And they're like the originals, the OGs of the industry teaching there. So like it's not this cultivated program, and I'm not making fun of the colleges that are now adopting it because heck, they're crazy if they don't. There's a lot of money to be made. But the people that show up to teach there are the originals that did. So
it's the first ever. There can only be one first ever.
Yeah, you're right.
Harvard was one time 15 years old, and it didn't have the standing that it does today, the 100-year-old accredited college. As the cannabis industry continues to gain legitimacy and influence, Oaksterdam's gonna go with it because the first ever cannabis college isn't going anywhere. Rachel and I's proud alumni and the predominant place to go gain your cannabis knowledge.
And a lot of your contacts early on in your career are from there.
No doubt.
So really cool. But anyway, so in Houston, this was on news yesterday, but for a while in Houston at the zoo, there's a bunch of elephants, and the caretakers in Houston are now practicing what they're calling a version of yoga with the elephants. Isn't that so cute?
Oh.
And so I know people are like, oh gosh, here we go. It's like circus elephants again. But no, it's not. See, these elephants like to do things like stand on their two front, feet, legs. And what's really cool about it is that the trainers are working with the elephants to do this basically range of motion work, because they get to see the range of motion of the elephants, see if there's places where their bodies aren't moving so well. They get them to open their mouths, and we do lion's breath in yoga. We go so they get the elephants to open their mouths, and they can check them out. They get to look all around their bodies while they're throwing their feet into the air and doing all these neat little lifting of their legs. It's just so darn cute. And this is another way for them to build a rapport with the elephants. So it's like building this community relationship of the humans with the elephants, and promoting wellness and keeping their bodies nice and limber and moving. And they get yummy things like whole wheat bread and treats and cheese. I forget what they were feeding them for doing their poses. And then on standby, there's 5 or 6 veterinarians that kind of pay attention to see if there's any problems. But what an adorable way to keep the elephants fit at the Houston Zoo. Isn't that awesome?
No, I think that's great because, if they're just standing in there all day, not doing anything, just getting to walk around a little bit, but then doing yoga, it's a great activity for them. And it just sounds so cute. I just want to go see it.
Me too.
I know. This chick, Elephant Tess, is 40 years old, and she does a full-on, I don't know if it's a handstand or a headstand, but just, I can't do a headstand.
A trunk stand.
I mean, you just think about that for a second. How many thousands of pounds trying to get stacked up into the air.
Yeah.
And that's pretty profound. 40 years old, I mean, it's a beast of a woman, right?
Literally. A couple ton beast of a woman.
Wow. Yeah.
That sounds so much fun. We gotta find a way to see that someday. They're not gonna stop doing that. It's too good of an idea. You get the diagnostic on the elephants. You get a little entertainment factor, and to build the connection with them is super cool. I absolutely love that. Have you ever seen an elephant, Rachel? In person?
I have, yeah.
Yeah? They're fucking massive.
Yeah.
Oh
Like,
my
they
gosh.
are multi-car sized creatures. Like, I can't even imagine one doing yoga. Like, watch out below if you're ever...
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. Imagine if they lost their balance and...
Yeah.
So unbelievable.
Yeah, someone's going down. But... Yeah, what an awesome little pop culture episode of the Weekday Wake and Bake. My two most important, most influential women in my life. Absolutely love these two with all my heart. And all the Roll Gangsters tuning in. You guys are all the shit. All the streaming platforms. Every weekday morning, 10 a.m. Pacific. Your support means a ton. Got the Wizard tuning in. My mom's husband, my father himself. Love you, Roll Gang. From Mandy and Izzy, the other most important people in my life for sure. Huge shout out, Grow God, Bruce Martin, Roz Sky tuning in. Got the whole squad on the show, so really appreciate y'all. And yeah, really appreciate Mama coming through. Hyped to have you in Vegas.
I'm so happy.
Spending the weekend. Oh yeah. And my beautiful co-host Rachel every weekday morning. You know where to find us too. You know we don't get the mama, the beautiful mama through too often at all. So really excited to get that opportunity. But Rachel and I will be back for Good News Monday?
Yep. We'll be back on Monday for a Good News Monday episode of the Weekday Wake and Bake at 10 a.m. Pacific Time. Thank you so much for tuning in to this very special episode of our pop culture news. And we will see you on Monday.
Mwah. Love y'all, Roll Gangsters.
You need to be let up.
Yeah.